Hi, this is Gregory Possiman with the monthly message for June of the year 2020. This month we're going to hear from the Ancient of Days. I would like to precede that process with a huge thank you to several people that I owe gratitude to. And first of all, to James Tyson, a Canadian who runs The Oracle, which is a live podcast, and he had me appear on his show on May 11th, and that was channeling with the Archangel Michael. We also discussed a lot of the ins and outs of clearing spirits and the work that I do with my sister, who's a medium, Leanne Mason, to whom I'm also very grateful. And so that is available on our website. The link, rather, is not on the website. I apologize for that. But the link will be in the monthly newsletter for June, and you can go online and look up James Tyson, The Oracle, and you will find that, and you can listen to that. It's approximately 2 hours long, so it's a bit lengthy, but if you'd like to hear it, you're welcome to go and listen to it. Also like to thank Melissa Caprio, who does Radio 12, another interesting podcast, and she had me appear on her program on May 13th, and I will begin. I channeled Kuan Yin at that time, and I will be on her program again on June 24th. She has actually asked me to be a regular on her program, and I'm grateful for that opportunity. It's fantastic to be able to get this work out to more people. And so a lot of gratitude to Melissa. Radio 12. Again, you'll find the link to those in the newsletter. And also you can go online and look up Radio 12 and you'll find Gregory Possiman in some of the channelings that I've done with Melissa. Approximately 20 people attended our webinar that took place on Saturday, May 30th. My gratitude to all of you. Some very important global work was done on that day, and approximately 5 different countries, several continents were represented, and that was fantastic. So my gratitude to all of you. And finally, I'd like to announce that there will be a spirit clearing that will happen on Wednesday, the 3rd of June, for the Thompson House, which is in Boiling Springs, Tennessee. There's also a Pentecostal church across the street that is no longer functioning, but it also seems to be haunted, so to speak, with some spirits who would like to leave. And so at 6 p.m., wherever you are, whether that's in Denmark or Europe or the United States or Canada or wherever you are, at 6 p.m. on Wednesday, June 3rd, we will be once again using the Archangel Michael channeling that's available at www.gregorypossman.com. That is the battleground clearing. We're going to use the clearing for locations. There are 2 on there. You can use either one, but the one that's most appropriate is the one for the properties or buildings or land. And that is free of charge. You can download that free of charge, and you simply listen to it at 6 p.m. with your focus on the Thompson House in Boiling Springs, Tennessee. The information for that is on an event at www.gregorypossman.com for Wednesday, June 3rd at 6 p.m. wherever you are. So, without further ado, let's jump into this month's message. And again, I will be channeling the Ancient of Days. We are the one who is called the Ancient of Days, and we greet you. We would ask you to breathe and to allow your physical body to simply relax. Let your shoulders drop. If you are holding in your stomach, let it out. Take a very deep breath in and breathe out. And listen to these words. Regardless of how I feel about my life is perfect. Regardless of whom I desire to blame for all that is happening in my life, I am its creator. Regardless of how my physical body is functioning at this point in time, I am its janitor, its custodian, and it is my responsibility to take accountability for my physical body. And if I am not treating it like a temple, if I am not respecting it, it is time for me to begin doing so. For my body is a gift, no matter what physical condition it is in. It is the place I have chosen to house my soul for the time being, or some portion of it at least. And therefore, I give myself permission now to begin treating my physical body as if it were a temple, keeping it clean, keeping it respectable, and living in it with dignity, proud of who I am and what I have become. And regardless of how I feel about my past experiences, be they in this life or any other, I give myself permission to forgive myself for whatever I may have done, thought, or felt in any lifetime, in any reality, in any dimension. For indeed, at this point in time, as the global planet Earth is in the process of healing, I too am in the process of healing. In other words, if I am breathing, I am healing. And I allow myself, in my state of disconnection, to connect to the stately, spiritual, holy and divine aspect of my own light. Stately, divine, holy aspect of my light. Think for a moment about those words. Remember who you are, and give yourself permission to imagine for just a moment that this life in which you find yourself at this moment in time is in fact of your own creation, an opportunity to learn, to grow and to expand, an opportunity even to enjoy, if you give yourself the emotional choice and chance to enjoy it. We know that for many of you, you are frustrated, you are disappointed, you feel as if your freedom is being stolen or taken away from you. The opportunities for enjoyment in your routine, in some cases, have become severely limited. And each of you experience that differently. And at this point in time in your existence, perhaps it is wise to count one's blessings. Perhaps it is wise to look with gratitude upon your life, focusing on what you can do, focusing upon your creativity, focusing upon how you can reach out to others, perhaps in limited ways at this point in time, but reaching out nonetheless, inquiring about their welfare and their well-being, offering a listening ear, so to speak. And if they must complain, then listen to their complaints. For it is a truth that what most human beings truly want is to be heard, to be listened to. They want to vent. They want to express. And who better to listen to their expressions than you? You who have spent a great deal of time and energy on your spiritual growth. You who have learned not to take on all of the projections of others. You who have learned to protect yourself. Breathe. This is a powerful time for raising the vibrational frequency of the consciousness and the awareness of humanity. This is a powerful time in the planet's healing. And that, of course, takes place for a myriad of reasons. Fewer people moving around the planet. Lower amounts of operation of mechanical equipment on the planet, be that aircraft overhead, construction equipment, cars, trains, boats, all of those engines stilled for again a period of time, allowing for fewer and fewer layers of artificial energy for the earth to absorb. Still a time of peace, tranquility, stillness, and quiet for many of you. To close your eyes and go inside. To listen to your soul, your intuition, and your inspiration. To garner your courage. To express your sadness, your sense of isolation, and to remember who you are. For you are light, you are spirit, you are a magnificent soul who absolutely accepts the grand nature of your being. And yes, though you may be encapsulated in that physical body, for whatever period of time you ordain, you choose, you are an instrument of spirit. You are an instrument of peace and calm and balance. And for that, we are eternally grateful. We are the Ancient of Days, one of the 72 names of God. And we are grateful for your time, your attention, and your energy. So be it. Welcome back. This is Gregory Possiman with the monthly message for June of 2020. That was the Ancient of Days. From Sandy and I in beautiful suburban Todd, North Carolina, just outside of Boone, North Carolina. We want to wish you the best. Hope that you're emotional and mental states are not suffering too much from the isolation that most or many of us are experiencing, and we wish you the best possible health. Have a wondrous day.